Hey there! So today we have another review. This is the first pumpkin beer of the season. This is from Darwin Beer Company. This is Hey Pumpkin. Pumpkin ale brewed with pumpkin and spices out of Denver, Colorado. Yeah. Wow. Canned 2 months ago. Pumpkin beer being brewed in July. I mean, again, I've given the explanation to people. You sort of have to front load pumpkin beer because come Halloween, at the end of October, it just goes roomph. So like you'd rather sell the beer now and do that versus like worry about it in November where nobody was buying pumpkin beer, right? So let's check out the pumpkin beer. I haven't had pumpkin beer in a minute, right? Yeah. It's been obviously probably over a year since I've had pumpkin beer. So beer comes in a nice kind of a deep gold color. Yeah. Not even amber. Yeah. Deep gold. Really beautiful deep gold. Slightly kind of like orange hue to it. Fluffy head. Yeah. Smell that kind of like candied pumpkin character. Strangely enough, like in my brain, I'm thinking Halloween. So like it has this like weird kind of candy corn sweetness, which I'm not quite sure where that's from. Spices, pretty low on spices. A lot of times they're quite warm and lush with like cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice, all this stuff. Like a little bit lighter on the spices. Smells good. Cheers. Small beer, right? What's this guy? 5.4. Okay. Again, general rant you're going to get from me about pumpkin beer. You think of pumpkin pie. You think of pumpkin desserts. Sweet, rich, thick. I mean, it's not like, Black Forest cake or something like really, really super decadent. It's not like eating an ice cream sundae, but these kind of dessert flavors do involve some amount of sweetness and rich flavors. So generally, you're going to want to make a bigger beer, and 5.4 is not a big beer. Here, you get the fruitiness, which is quite nice. Full blind, yeah, I probably would have guessed pumpkin, but it has this kind of like light kind of really more to like gourd flavor. Sometimes, because these are two different things, right? People associate pumpkin with like sweetness. Again, I don't know if you guys have ever made a pumpkin pie, but it involves a lot of sugar and some amount of spices, but a lot of sugar and fat. This is more gourd, which is growing up in an Asian household. Sometimes you eat pumpkin. Y'all ever roast a pumpkin? It's actually quite tasty, but it is not sweet. It is like, squash. There you go. Y'all ever heard like spaghetti squash or something like that? That's the flavor you're getting here. So it's got like spaghetti squash flavor up front. Light on the spices. Pretty moderate kind of mouthfeel. Medium minus. Really not too much sweetness to it. Yeah. This is more of a kind of like, it's weird to describe it as that, but it's more of like a vegetable ale. Whereas like people associate, fruit, fruit, like, right? There's like fruit ale, and then you go to the world where like you get like pastry sours, right? That's like one kind of like, dichotomy where like, all right, this is just fruity. Now we're getting real sweet. This is like just vegetal. Like it just has this really nice kind of like fruity, I mean, whatever a pumpkin is, it has this kind of like vegetal gourd kind of flavor to it. It tastes like a dish that you would eat as in a savory sense, not really a desserty sense. I honestly doubt that's what people are looking for. So recipe wise, I would have definitely made this beer sweeter, more seasoned, more higher spice level. But what you get is like it's like nice kind of golden ale with a little bit of like, I guess what fruit spices are in here. Maybe a little bit of cinnamon, nutmeg, maybe a little bit of allspice. Sometimes they throw mace in there, like the whole spiel of fall spices, and then it leans into like winter spices too. But this is really a vegetable ale. Whether you count pumpkin as a vegetable, whatever. Yeah. It's got this kind of like cooked, almost slightly raw too. Moderately cooked, pumpkin flavor. On a light golden ale. It's fine. It's good. Honestly, I like it just as a beer. Honestly, as a pumpkin beer, in my opinion, I think this fails hugely. I think people are definitely looking for something a little bit more robust and bold. But as a beer, it's good. Yeah, a little bit too thin, watery, a little bit too light in flavor, not spiced enough, but it has a really nice kind of like refreshing kind of gourd flavor to it. So, I like things that are different. I'm going to give it an 85. So if you're looking for again, I would describe it as like you're looking for a pumpkin. Sorry, not a pumpkin ale, because I think people think when people think of pumpkin beer, they think about something different. If you're looking for a vegetal ale, a vegetable beer, this is good. It tastes fresh. This tastes healthy, honestly. Even though it's obviously not a beer, it's terrible for you, but it tastes healthy. Like it tastes like I'm drinking pumpkin, and it's not even sweet, right? So like again, if you eat pumpkin, if you season it well, it's going to have salt, right? Like a savory kind of pumpkin flavor. Not a sweet to do. So interesting. I like that. I think that's fun. So again, like my ratings are always weird about that. But like I give people credit for just like this does not sell well. Like this in its success as, hey, a pumpkin beer, I think it fails. But the beer itself is actually quite tasty. And I give people credit for that. Like it's really fun to have a pumpkin beer. Like a pumpkin beer, not a pumpkin ale, spice and all that. It's a pumpkin beer. It's a beer that tastes like pumpkins. And if you're okay with like tasting gourds and spaghetti squash and all that kind of stuff, like that's the world it goes in, not in the confectionery sweet realm. So it doesn't really taste like Halloween to me. But until next time, cheers later.